Thank you. I told this story last night. This is my story, and I'm going to tell it again. My name is David Butterworth. I'm from Clinton, West Virginia, and I have a story to tell about pipelines. I come from a community in West Virginia where you didn't get many breaks. If you worked hard, you would be okay. But opportunities were not just there for the taking, they had to be earned. We weren't poor, but my father made sure that nothing was going to be given to you. In Clinton, and if you didn't go to college, you either worked pipeline or at one of the chemical plants located in Charleston. At the age of 17, I joined the Army. I needed structure, and after a signature from my father, it was official. I served a 2-year, 18-week enlistment and was stationed at Fort Knox, Kentucky, Camp Casey, Korea, and Fort Stewart, Georgia. I received an honorable discharge in 1997 and $20,000 for college. I decided to attend WVU on the GI Bill. I chose journalism as my major. During my summers, I worked on pipeline jobs with my father, who was a welder out of Pipeliners Local 798. I so enjoyed the summer months that I knew if journalism didn't work out, this was something I would like to do. These guys took pride in their work. It didn't cut any slack to those who thought otherwise. I finished college in '01 and returned to my hometown to try to obtain work for myself. I looked around for 6 months and realized I would have to move to find a job in my field. At that point, I made the decision to not move, go work pipeline, and never look back. I worked as a welder helper full-time until '05 when I made the choice to become a welder like my father. During my time as a welder, I was totally dedicated to working steady and feeding my family. I never thought for a second that I was doing a bad thing. I took pride in my work and never had a hard time laying my head down on my pillow. I was giving a hard day's work for fair wages. In January of 2016, my union called upon me to become a business agent. In this position, I try to find work for my members in the northeast part of the country. My job also entails attending these meetings in hopes of putting the members I represent to work on projects such as the Atlantic Sunrise. I feel that this pipeline, even though it is for export purposes, will help gain energy independence from the rogue nations in the Middle East. I also feel that with the death of coal, natural gas will provide work to those in my home state and other rural areas. This is the way I've fed my 2 children for the last 10 years, and that is something for which I make no apologies. At these meetings, I have grown to have a sense of understanding from the landowners and local residents of the communities in which the pipelines are projected to be laid. But I would like to ask for respect and common decency for those who oppose those members. The booing and hissing is totally logical when the words eminent domain are mentioned. But understand this, I'm from a totally different walk of life, one which you could not understand unless you have walked in my shoes. And although I oppose you, I respect your passion, and I think it is only fair for you to respect mine. In closing, I would like to say that I have my view and you have yours. I'm not backing down, and neither are you. I have heard the term un-American thrown around many times at these meetings. What is un-American to me is to fight and argue and not find some sort of common ground. America was founded on compromise, and from what I've seen at these meetings, compromise has left our vocabulary. Thank you.